up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're making very simple, very easy, high protein vegan brownies. The inspiration for this recipe yet again comes from my high school wrestling years, where we would commonly be wrestling through the holiday season. Mom is making cake, cookies, chocolate, fudge, all the goods, and I couldn't have any because I was cutting weight. Well, I guess you could say we're making up for lost time, and I hope you can benefit from it. So without further gum bumping, let's jump into the recipe. Now, if you've seen any of my previous recipe videos, you know I like to keep these very simple and easy, as little ingredients as possible. I'm a busy guy and I am not attracted to complex recipes in any way, shape, or form. So with that being said, we're only using 5 ingredients, not including the water, on this very, very simple recipe. First, let's cover the utensils, or as I like to call them, the tools that you'll need for this recipe. Most importantly, you're gonna need a mixing bowl and then a fork, or a whisk would probably be a better stirring utensil, but I'm stuck in my own ways, so we're using a fork. Next up, your little mini spatula thingy. Hey babe, what's this little red spatula called? It's just a spatula? We're using a spatula. And of course, a staple in any baker's arsenal, some measuring cups. Last but not least, an oven-friendly dish. This is actually an old glass container from one of our old meal prep sets that works perfectly for this. It's oven safe, it's microwave safe. We'll be using one of these. Now you might find yourself asking, hey Chef William, what ingredients are we using? I got you. First, you're gonna need some all-purpose flour. Nothing special, just some standard all-purpose flour. Next up, you probably guessed it, the protein powder. We are using Veggies Chocolate Peanut Butter Cup protein powder. This flavor is perfect for brownies. That little hit of peanut butter in there is so nice. My mom used to make her brownies back when I was a kid with peanut butter, and it was just enough to let you know mom made it, and it was better than everybody else's. Well, we're cutting calories. We're trying to stay nice and lean, so we're not gonna use the real peanut butter, but that's why this flavor is so good. Following the protein powder is Truvia Sweet Complete. Now this is a sugar substitute. There are no calories in here, and that's the whole point. We're trying to keep the calories low. If you're not into sugar substitute, that's fine. You can go ahead and use regular sugar. It's just going to add a few more calories to the recipe. Next up, in place of the eggs, we are using golden flaxseed meal. Now, I especially love this because the serving size we're going to use is about half the calories of one egg. So just by replacing eggs with flax, we are already cutting calories. And because we're trying to stay lean, or we're trying to get lean, that's a great replacement. Last but not least, our baking powder, because we want our brownies to do brownie things and puff up into this amazing, beautiful brown cloud of perfection and glory. Now for the fun part, putting it all together. And if this is your first time baking, don't stress it. This is beyond easy. If I can do this, you certainly can do this. Just follow along step by step, because at the end, you're gonna pull out your dish filled with high protein brownie perfection. So you will take your mixing bowl, set that down in front of you. You're gonna go ahead and take your 1/4 cup of flour and drop that in your mixing bowl. And from there, you'll take 1 tablespoon of flaxseed and put that right into your mix. And then you'll take 2 teaspoons of your Truvia Sweet Complete and drop that in your mixing bowl. 1, 2. Next, you'll take 1 teaspoon of baking soda and drop that into your mixing bowl, as so. And to finish it off, 2 scoops of your Veg Nutrition protein powder. 1, 2. Now that you have all your powder in your mixing bowl, you want to stir this up nice and even. Now that our powders are evenly mixed, we can go ahead and add in the water. Now, keep in mind, you can use almond milk or coconut milk, but the name of the game is reducing calories where we can, and water's calorie-free. So being that we want to be lean, we're trying to make this as easy on ourselves as possible, we're gonna choose water. So we'll go ahead and add in 1/2 cup of water, and if we don't reach the desired consistency with that, we can add in 1 more 1/2 cup of water. 1/2 cup, and we stir. And I can tell you right now, we're gonna need 1 more 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup. Okay, we've reached the desired consistency. Let me show you what this looks like. Now we want to take the mixture from our mixing bowl and put it in our dish. To make my life a little bit easier, I am going to be using some of this zero calorie cooking spray. This is just going to make it a lot easier for me to scoop the brownie out so it's not getting stuck to the edges. It's also going to make my life a little bit easier when it comes time to clean this thing. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. You want to be a little leery about products that say there's 0 calories, but their first and primary ingredient is oil. That's not going to be 0 calories. We're only going to use a very little bit of this to get away with that 0 calorie mark. Time to transfer this into here. And this is where your little spatula will come in handy. Smooth it out nice and even, fill the edges. Oh, it already smells so good. And voila, look at that. Nice and easy, smoothed to perfection. So we're gonna put this in the oven that I had preheated to 350 degrees. Now, you can leave this in from 15 to 25 minutes at 350 degrees. It just depends on how you like the texture of the inside. If you prefer the inside to be nice and gooey and soft, then you're gonna leave it in for about 15 minutes. But if you want the outside to be a little bit crispy and the inside to be a little more cooked, closer to 25 minutes is gonna be your game plan. Personally, I'm gonna put this in for 25 minutes. I've tried it on 15 minutes and it was a little too gooey for me. So 25 minutes it is. Let's hit it. Okay, you know the drill. Now we wait. And that'll do it. Oh, baby. Come to daddy. And we're all done baking. I'm so excited to jump into this, but we need to let it cool off for a minute, and then I'm gonna show you exactly what it looks like. And we're all done, and it looks amazing. You can see how the texture is just like the brownies you had when you were a kid. This is gonna taste just like the brownies you had when you're a kid. It's gonna feel like the brownies you had when you're a kid, but the calories and macros are aligned with your fitness goals. How beautiful is that? Now, if I really wanted to dress this up, I'd put some non-dairy chocolate chips on the top and even in the mixture so that they could be baked into the brownie. But because we're saving on calories, I'm only gonna be using some of this sugar-free or zero sugar Hershey's chocolate. What's really nice about this is that it's vegan and there's only 5 calories in one serving, which is a tablespoon, which is perfect because I'm just going to drizzle this across the top. Now, before we do our taste test, we gotta stick that spoon in and make sure the inside meets our criteria. Take a look at this. That looks amazing to me. It's nice and soft on the inside, not too gooey. The outside's nice and firm, but not too crisp, just how I like it. Now, maybe the most important part of this whole video, the taste test, people. Let's get it. My God. It's hard to believe that this is calorie and macro friendly. This tastes just like the real thing. Check out the macros. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed with this. And there you have it, guys. That's your simple and easy high protein brownie recipe. Your next shred phase or your weight loss journey doesn't have to be a pain in the butt. As long as you have the right tools, the journey doesn't have to be so bad. And that's the video, guys. I hope you got something out of it. Like I've said before, this is a jiu-jitsu and fitness channel. Me being an athlete, it's only fair I show you the meals and recipes I use to fuel my training. This being one of them. So with that being said, stay tuned. We've got more coming, along with more jiu-jitsu and fitness content. And in the meantime, eat plants, train hard, and feel good. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, my goodness. All right, baby.